Never would have made it without you. Tell a bitch I never could have ate it. Hey, Ray Charles was remixing them church songs. They was loving him, all right?
It was, bro. It was.
Loving him. They was some of them was walking out of the bar. The rest of them was walking in.
You ain't lying.
And niggas say, you know what, man? I did that. Yo, yo, welcome in. Good morning to the Sunday NFL edition of the Never Made It podcast. I'm your host, D Will, aka Magic Don Juan with the slips, aka Mr. Double Up. I missed yesterday, but I'm back today. I'm better than ever. I got a double up that's better than ever. I put some time in it. I did the research, so you don't have to. All right, remember that. That's my saying. We all see that on the Facebook page. That's me. All right. My resident co-host, hailing out of Warren, Ohio, living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Lakers fan, the Eagles fan, the Ohio State Buckeyes fan, Timothy Dale Gatto. Give it up, give it up. What up? What
What's the
up?
word, brother? What's the word? How you doing, man? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, man. Eagles won yesterday. I know you over there flapping and shit. Yeah.
Listen, that victory Sunday today. You know what I'm saying? That feeling you wake up, I'm stress free. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about nothing. I get to watch football stress free. It's a good day, man. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, man, I'm in the same boat as you, except my team lost. But I feel good about the loss because it was under certain circumstances.
For
So
sure.
I'm not too upset, even though it was a complete collapse. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm sure it'll keep popping up throughout the show. We'll be bringing it. My Packers can't be avoided.
Y'all
So
gonna be good, man. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
yeah, nah, for sure, man. Before we get into any of these bets and any of this sports talk, this episode is brought to you by the Cleaning Boss Coaching Book, your step-by-step guide to building a profitable cleaning business. Inside, you'll learn how to price your services, attract quality clients, and set up systems that actually work. Written by a successful cleaning business owner, this book gives you the real blueprint, no fluff. Whether you're just starting out or scaling up, it's a must read. Grab your copy today. The link is in the comments. All right. Also, nevermadeit.shop. We do have a store if you want to support us. If you like watching the show, go to nevermadeit.shop. That link will be in the comments as well. We have shirts, we have hats, we might have pins eventually. But we got a
Mhm.
lot of stuff in there though. We got beanies, shirts, hats, mugs, cups, all type of stuff. Some of it's embroidered, some of it's not. Nevermadeit.shop. Hit it up. All right. Without further ado, because we ain't wasting no time this morning, we're gonna dive right into the games, man. You ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. We got the Bills on the road versus the Browns. The Bills are a 10.5 point favorites, or you can get the Browns plus 470 on the money line. All right. The Browns are they starting Shador again. They've been on a nice little loop for it. They've lost four out of the last five, maybe even more than that, but I don't even want to look back past the last five because it's irrelevant.
Hmm.
The Bills should go in here and win this game. I don't know if they should win by 10.5. I guess that's the real question, Tim. So where are you looking at on this? Also, you can get an over under. My bad. Over under is at 40.5. So
Hmm.
yeah,
For
where you
me,
looking at this, man?
for me, looking at this game, you got the Bills, who I would say need to win this game. The Bills, if you still want to compete for the division, um, and your place in the Stanford sort of conference, you need to win this game and establish your standing. So I believe the Bills need to have desperation. They should be pretty solid. It'll be pretty interesting to see how they come out here. They are at home, I believe, right?
The
So
Browns.
oh, the Browns are at home.
Yeah, the Browns at home.
Okay, okay. So man, yeah. I mean, Cleveland, don't get me wrong, they got a strong defense. So and as they always like to give Josh Allen, he's by himself, as they say. So if you can withstand him, which is not easy to do. If you can contain him, then you have a strong chance. If your offense, Cleveland offense, that is, can produce. So I mean, the Browns do have a swingers. You know, they have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? So you go out there with a fighter's chance. You know, and see what you got. But ultimately, I believe the Bills get it done, man. I just believe they're just a better team at the end of the day, and they get it done.
Yeah, the Browns, they lost to the Bears last week, 31-3. They barely lost to the Titans by 2, and then before that they got clapped by the Niners 26-8.
Mm,
So history, the last 3 games are showing us the Niners, they play a good team, they're gonna just lose by double digits. Not the Niners, but the Browns.
yeah.
The Browns are gonna lose by double digits if they play a good team. Now they only lost by 7 to the Ravens, but the Ravens aren't a good team. So I would probably take the 10.5 points. It's a lot of points. It's a lot of points, man. Maybe I
That's a
would
lot
tease
of
it down.
points.
I would probably tease it down 1 to 9.5, just in case they beat them by 10, because 10 is a more reasonable number than 11 as far as NFL games go.
Agreed.
If you win, you can win by 10 more often than if you win by 11. You're probably gonna just win by 14. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I would either tease it up to 13.5, or I would tease it down 1 to 9.5
Right.
and just take it. But personally, I'm gonna just take the over. I don't think the Bills got no juggernaut defense. The Browns got a juggernaut defense, but I don't think they can stop the Bills. So
Um,
I think the Browns can score some points. I think the Bills can win this game along the lines of like 27-14,
uh,
27-14 Bills.
shout out to your pops. He said the Browns' defense has been getting smacked around. You know what I
Yeah, that's what
mean?
I'm
So,
saying. That's why I
uh,
like the over.
which I do agree with. You know what I'm saying? The Browns' defense have been, you know what I'm saying? But that's because the offense, you know what I'm saying? You know how it compliments you, you know what I'm saying? The offense lately is so inconsistent. You know, Shador has times, moments where he looks good, balls out, and then he has times where it's just, it's not necessarily him itself, it's just the offense as a whole just isn't quite producing. And then, you know, three and out, you know what I mean? Just nothing
Yeah.
is going for you. You know what I mean? So the defense is constantly on the field, which in turn, you know, after a while, yeah, they get whooped. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
but that possibly has a chance to be today, but you just never know what the offense is going to bring. You know what I'm saying? If Shador goes out there, I'm not saying have the 3 touchdown game that he once had before, but if he can go out there and at least produce and possibly keep Josh Allen off the field, you know what I'm saying? If that's the main thing, if you can keep Josh Allen off the field, you have a strong chance. You know what I mean? The Bills'
Hmm.
offense is not. Uh, the Bills' offense is not as strong as to where they can just. You would think they would just overcome the Browns' defense. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the Browns do have solid secondary. You know, Denzel Ward and the crew back there. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, obviously Miles Garrett up front. You know what I'm saying, in the crew. So I mean, the Bills, you can contain them. They are containable. You know what I'm saying? And if you can do that, it depends on what the offense does. If the offense can at least produce something, you know, Junkins
Yeah.
needs to get in the end zone. Shador needs to stay turnover free. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. It's just that, like you said, the Browns' offense is so trash that they're gonna keep trotting that. They're gonna keep the Bills gonna get to keep trotting their offense out there. Eventually, they're gonna break through. You know what I'm saying? But like
Agreed.
I said, I could see a situation where the Browns not win, but score some points. That's why
Yeah.
I like my favorite bet in this is the over. Full disclosure, I'm gonna actually I'm gonna probably tease the over up to like 43.5, 40 to make it like 44. I can see this game. I can see this game getting into the 20s.
I
Okay, I
agree.
know the I know the Browns got defense, but like my pops just said in the chat in the YouTube chat, they've been getting smacked around lately, giving up 28,
Yeah.
26, 31, 31. Like so, I think the Bills can do the same thing. I mean, if they're gonna be out there on the field all game, why not? So my favorite bet in this was probably to just tease the over up a little bit more to make it plus money.
Yeah.
But I would take the over at 40.5 for sure. Go over. Game wise, I'm taking the Bills though. I think we both got the Bills.
That said, keep in mind that the Bills play down to their competition, which is also true as well. Um, they definitely play down to their competition. So yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
it'll be interesting for sure, man. It's definitely be interesting.
no, I'm with you. Okay, man. We got the Chargers on the road versus the Dallas Cowboys. The Chargers are 10-4. The Cowboys are 6-7-1. The Cowboys is 1.5 point favorites at home. I mean, I guess it's because of their offense, but
Right.
the Chiefs doing. I mean, the Chargers just beat the Chiefs, and they won 4 out of the last 5. Dallas is on a 2-game losing streak. Lost to Detroit, lost to Minnesota. Shout out to the NFC North. So who you got winning this, man? You can get the over under. If you like the over under, is at 50.5. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's a 1.5 point spread, so the money line is pretty much even. Plus 102 for the Chargers, minus 122 for the Cowboys.
You
Which
know
way you
what?
leaning in this?
One of these teams, as far as last night goes, who cares?
The Cowboys.
Because we
But
ended
are they
that.
still in it for the wild card though?
They have zero shot. We put the dagger in it last night. You feel me? We not only did we win the division, but we eliminated them from any type of playoff contentions. They have zero shot.
Dang,
Dagger in the heart. You hear me? Over with. They got nothing
that's
going.
crazy.
So
They could go 9-7-1 and not make it in.
they can win out. They can win this game 40-0, win out their season. It means nothing. They're playing for pride. They're playing for contracts. They're playing for incentives. They're playing for nothing that matters to me. You hear me? Nothing. So, with that being said, the Chargers, in a way, they still are. You know what I mean? I believe the Broncos. Um, I don't know this for a fact, but I believe the Broncos kind of have the division damn near sold up. I believe. Like I said, I don't know that for a fact, but I think the Broncos kind of damn near have it sold up. But Chargers
Yeah, yeah,
probably Chargers are still fighting for their seeding. You know what I'm saying in the conference. So I believe the Chargers will go out here looking for to play with some desperation and to play well. The Cowboys, like I just said, they got nothing to play for. Now they may try to go out and play some spoiler alert for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it means
that's all they
nothing.
got.
Yeah, that's all they got. That's all they got. The Chargers, they should go out here and play, a game, you know what I'm saying, do their thing. I think it'll be a high scoring game. Both of these quarterbacks will be probably throwing some touchdown passes, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it won't mean a damn thing. So uh yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers here for the win. I believe Chargers go on the road, going to Dallas. Cowboys, depending on how the game go, Cowboys probably might mail it in to get the starters out of there, stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably playing for stats and incentives. So I know guys are probably trying to, gain their last few yards and catches and tackles and sack. You know what I'm saying, to get their shit for their contracts and shit like that. I get it, but besides that, who cares? The Chargers win this game with reason. Cowboys have no reason.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I will say this though: the Chargers are gonna need to score more than 16 points today. They scored 16 points last week versus the Chiefs. They only scored 22 points versus Philly the week before. They was hot now before the last 2 games. They was hot over 30 a game averaging. Well, no, 31 to the Raiders. They only scored 6 versus the Jaguars.
Mm.
Yeah, whew. That over under is at 50. That under look really good right now. I ain't gonna lie, but I wouldn't take it because these teams could easily go over. It could easily be 27-20, 27-24 or something like that, and the
Yeah.
overs just smack, and I look goofy. But that still is a lot of points though for an over for this game because with a Chargers team that hasn't been scoring that many points, the Justin Herberts are a 10-4. They're going to the playoffs. They're not getting the first round bye. I think they definitely going here trying to win this game strong. Like you said, they got something to play for still. The Cowboys don't got nothing to play for. I just think this is a sneaky spot, man. This is a sneaky spot because Vegas be knowing what they're doing. Why the hell is it just a 1 point game? I think the Chargers should be favorite personally. I don't. I'm trying to figure out why the Cowboys are the home favorite. So that's what's like kind of like throwing me off a little bit. But I got
I
the
do
Chargers winning this game.
I do
I
know
got the
one
Chargers.
thing. Oh,
What?
sorry.
Go ahead.
Dak Prescott, if I'm not mistaken, is leading the league in passing yards, I think.
That's probably true.
So I think he could be trying to capture the yards title. You know. But again, like I said, that's the only thing that you're playing for. George Pickens is in the contract year. You know what I'm saying? He could be trying to get incentives. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So maybe
Hmm.
that's the reason. Maybe they're trying to play spoiler for whatever reason. Maybe they have a chance to knock the Chargers back. Or
Hey, that's the type of shit that the Cowboys play for.
Exactly.
Like when they don't have nothing to play for. That's the type of shit they play for. We don't have
That's
nothing to
it.
play for. Publicity.
That's it, man. That's all they can do, man.
They
That's it.
play for fucking publicity. Man, dude, that's what scares me though. I feel like they might come out and thump the Chargers and have you like this. This be one of those scenarios. You know what? Oh, I'm close to switching my pick, bro. This be one of those scenarios where they come out and beat the Chargers' ass, and it's like, see, they are a playoff team. They have all of the tools. They got to get it together next year. They start talking about next. You remember when we was talking, and I told you that the Warriors was gonna win that one. I forgot who they beat,
Yeah.
but I was
No,
telling
fact.
you, I'm like, bro, huh?
No, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
facts,
and I'm
facts.
like, bro, this is one of them games where, because Draymond said that shit before, the day
Mm-hmm.
before, and I'm like, bro, this is they're gonna wake up. All right, they're gonna be woke for this. I think the Cowboys. The more we talking about this, I think they're gonna wake up because there's nothing to play for. This is where they thrive at. There's no pressure. Like the Dak Prescott ain't got no pressure. He can throw the ball deep as much as he want. He don't got to dink and dunk. I mean, he been balling this year anyway. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like with no pressure, the Cowboy. If this was the Browns, yeah, they're gonna get killed. If this was almost any other team in the league, you know what I'm saying, with no nothing to play for out of the playoff contention, like what are they gonna do? They're not about to put a backup in because we don't want to see the backup. Jerry Jones
Right.
don't want to see the backup. So Dak's gonna play. He ain't about to sit CD Lamb, paying him all that money. He ain't about to sit George Pickens. He playing for a contract. These boys gonna play, and if they have the offensive game that they've been having, they could win.
So as like
So
I'm looking at it here, I see the Chargers are in the fifth spot of the AFC right now. The Broncos have a pretty much stronghold on their division and not on the conference for the most part. With New England, New England's kind of the only team, maybe I would say, that has a reach, to move in the number one seed. But
hmm
besides that, the Chargers pretty much just playing for their seating in the wild card. You know what I'm saying? Um, so besides that, yeah, man, like I said, the Chargers have something to play for, so they should go out here and play, ball. I know Justin Herbert is still dealing with the broken hand. He's a few weeks now removed from the surgery that he had, uh, on that hand or whatever. So
yeah.
I know he's going through that. But besides that, man, yeah, I'm rolling with the Chargers, man. I'm rolling with the Chargers. I think probably by halftime, maybe end of the third quarter, depending on the score, I mean, what are you playing for? You might as well stay healthy. I mean, pride, I guess. That's about it. Pride, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I got Chargers here in a who cares game.
Chargers in a who cares game. I'm gonna take the Chargers by 2.5 too. I don't like it though. I don't like it. But I'm
I
making a
hate
live bet.
Cowboys fans, man. So I can't stand. I despise Cowboy fans. So to be the ones. As I was watching that game yesterday, you know what I'm saying? We started off slow, but as we started just whooping. I mean, tell me it don't get no sweeter than that. You whooping a division opponent and the Commanders to eliminate a division opponent. I mean, come on, bro. It don't get no sweeter than that, bro. It don't get no sweeter. Love it. Love it.
Hey, well, the Cowboys is at home now, man. See what they do today. I still got so I got a live bet that I'm making too on DraftKings while we do this
Okay.
show. So I'm doing it on every game we do. So the first bet I took in was the last game versus the Browns. The
Mm,
Bills versus the Browns. I teased the over up to 43.5 and I took the over. And then with this Chargers game, I teased it to the Chargers. I took the Chargers minus 2.5. They were underdogs, so that's plus money on there. So right now I got over 43.5 for the Browns and Bills game, and I got the Chargers minus 2.5 versus the Cowboys. We sitting at plus 375 off those two.
okay. Okay.
Let's see if we can see if we can call the games right today, or if
Man.
I can, with some of my picks because I like that one. We can be quick on this one. Just a nice little quick hitter. No Mahomes. The Chiefs is going up against the number one pick, the Cam Wards, the Tennessee Wards. Who you got?
Oh man.
Gardner Minshew is starting for the Chiefs. Gardner Minshew versus Cam Ward.
I'm a just Titans, man. I the Titans. I just I I don't know what to say. Chiefs ain't look good with Mahomes. I'm supposed to believe they're gonna look good without him. I mean, but the Titans have not looked good either. Um, yeah, Titans at home, man. That's the only thing I got. Titans at home. That's literally the only thing I'm rolling with.
Titans at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna take the Chiefs. Again, I'm not gonna like it. I don't like it, but I think Gardner Minshew, though, man, hey, one thing about him, he's gonna come out and throw the ball. He's either gonna throw 2 picks or 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Which one? I do not know, but I'm gonna
Don't
roll with the
know,
Chiefs
man.
money line. That's what I'm putting on the ticket too. Chiefs money line. I
For
don't like that
sure.
at all, not one bit. But all right, Bengals again. We're gonna be quick. Bengals are 4-10. Dolphins are 6-8. Tua has been benched. Who you got?
Who's
Who's starting for Tua? Quinn Ewers.
where's this game at?
Quinn Ewers in Miami.
Uh-uh.
Remember, Ewers was the quarterback for Texas last year.
Yeah. I'm
Got
starting my laptop over here. My laptop not quite working, but man, yeah, I'm gonna roll with Cincinnati here. I'm not. I mean, they put up the points. You got the rookie coming in. We'll see what he does. Dolphins are pretty depleted as far as their weapons and stuff go, but they're solid enough. I like Jalen Water, what he's been bringing to the table this season. He's solid, but Joe Burrow, that offense at least has been okay since he's been back. For the most part.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, Joe Burrow has cost them the game a couple times. Has thrown some costly game-ending picks, or not game-ending, but at least daggering picks. Um, but the Dolphins here, they're not that good either. So I believe the Bengals get it done. Hopefully this quiets, Mr. Crybaby about the whole tired. It's not fun anymore.
Bro, he was asked a question.
It's not
Can
fun.
you ever see yourself not playing with the Bengals?
I'm
That's what he was
making,
asked. What are you supposed to say? No,
I'm
I can't
making,
ever see myself not playing with him.
I'm making $300 million, but it's not fun. I'm tired.
That is not what he said. That man said, if it ever starts to get not fun, yeah, I'm gonna stop playing.
I get
He
it,
said, I'll
man.
absolutely be with the Bengals next year. Taking that clip and running with it. Stop it.
Man, shit. I digress, brother. I digress. But I'm gonna give him his props today, man. I'm rolling with the Bengals. I believe they get it done. I believe they just he's just better than Q and Urs, obviously, and they roll. So Bengals get the dub today, man.
Yeah, I'm teasing it up. It's at 4.5. I'm teasing it up to 6.5. I'm taking them by a touchdown over the Dolphins. Putting that on the ticket. Now the ticket's at plus 1588. 4 legs. We got the over in the Bills versus the Browns. We got the Chargers minus 2.5 at the Cowboys. You got the Titans, but I got the Chiefs money line. And then I got the Bengals minus 6.5 at the Dolphins.
It's
I'm
not
loving this
bad,
ticket
man.
so far. Yeah, I'm loving it so far. It's a Hail Mary already now. It's over 15 plus 1,500.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got another quick hitter. The Jets are 3-11 versus the Saints. They're 4-10. The Saints are 6.5 point favorites. Quarterback wise, we got Tyler Show versus what's his name? Brady Cook out of Missouri. So who you got? Tyler Shaw or Brady Cook? Saints or the Jets?
Man, shout out to my brother Trey, man. Today is his birthday.
Oh, he
Big
a Saints
Saint,
fan, huh?
yeah, big Saints fan, man. So for that reason and that reason only, now I believe the Saints at least gonna give my dog a win on his birthday. So, happy birthday, bro, if you're watching. But yeah, that's the only reason why I'm gonna roll with the Saints. Both of these teams stink. Doghouse, not playing for nothing. Um, yeah, I'm just rolling with the Saints for that reason and that reason alone.
Yep, I'm with you. I like the under in this game. They got the under at 40 points. I don't think they sniffed that motherfucker. I think one team scores points this game, and that's the Saints. And I don't think they score a lot. So I think it'd be along the lines of 21-10, 20-17, something like that. Anything under 40 points, I'm rolling with.
I'm
I'll take
looking
the
at
Saints to win, but on my ticket that I'm making live for y'all, I'm taking the Saints. I'm taking the under 40 points, under 40.
yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, man, we got a real game again now, something we can talk about.
Yes, sir.
We got the Jaguars going on the road to play the Broncos. The Jaguars is 10-4, surprisingly. It took forever for Trevor Lawrence. The Broncos are 12-2, number one seed in the AFC, balling out of not out of nowhere because they was a playoff team last year, but Bo Nix and them is coming into their own, and they got the best defense in the league.
Right.
Broncos is 3.5 point favorites, or you can get the Jaguars plus 154 on the money line. The over under is at 46.5. All right, man. Which way is you looking in this game? Jags is on a win streak. Broncos is on a win streak.
Man, I feel almost backed into a corner at this point to pick the Broncos because every time we don't pick the Broncos, Will got to let us know. You know what I'm saying? You guys are always hating and picking against the Broncos. I got to build a compilation of you guys picking the Broncos. And I'm like, bro, you got to relax, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he swear we always against him going against the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I believe Brody going to go out here for his team, the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? They're better than the Jags. They've been the best defensive team, or at least one of them. They've been one of the hottest teams, at least one of them in the league. I'm not able to see who's home. Who's home?
Denver.
Okay, yeah. I like that. Denver cross country matchup. Yeah, man. I believe Denver gets it done at home. I believe they contain. Even though the Jags have been hot too, Jags have been on fire. They've been playing some good ball. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to totally dismiss what the Jags can bring to this game because they're
Hmm.
good. They've been playing some good ball. You know what I'm saying? The only team that I believe is worth a damn from that division. But yeah, I believe it just won't be enough right now for the Broncos. I believe the Broncos right now are rolling. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Broncos here, man.
Man, I'm trying to find a way to pick the Jags. I can't do it though. I am gonna take the Jags plus 3.5. I'm taking the
Um,
Jags with the points. I think they keep it close. They've been streaking just like the Broncos been streaking. It ain't like they just playing anybody, you know what I'm saying? And
no,
the
for sure.
Broncos was losing to my Packers last game at half. They went into the locker room, came back out, and kicked our ass. But they were losing at the half. And the Jaguars is comparable to the Packers. I mean, do I think the Packers is better than the Jaguars? Yes, I do. But I mean, just as far as they got a decent quarterback. I'm sure some people might think Trevor Lawrence is better than Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
They got a decent quarterback. They got a decent run game, with ETN coming out the backfield. They got some. Brian Thomas Jr. is a good receiver. He's not a well-known receiver, but he's a good, solid receiver. So they have a good receiving core. The defense is what worries me. Are they going to be able to stop the Broncos or slow the Broncos down? That's my only question, for real, for real. I ain't
Right.
got no doubt that they can maybe get to like 17 points. I'm not about to sit here and act like they're going to go for 25, 27 versus the Broncos, but I think they can get to 24 points. But I'm going to take the Broncos money line on my ticket. I'm going to take a money line. I'm not going to play with it, but I was tempted to go Jags 3.5 just in case they show up today. Just in
Uh,
case, because watch. Now that I'm jumping on the Broncos train with you, I'm taking the Broncos. Watch today be the day they come out and play underwhelming, or they play
yeah.
below the standard. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't did this all season,
Right. Ain't that
but
how
I'm
it
a
goes?
rock with them.
That's how it goes, man. I
I'm a
know.
rock. If they lose this game, though, my antennas is up.
Yeah. I just man, here's the thing that with the Broncos, and which I mean, I get it. Will's a diehard fan, and he may disagree, but the only thing that comes with the Broncos is just because we have not seen it before from Bo Nix and the crew. It's been a while since we've seen success from Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying? And you can make a case that even the success that Sean Payton had in the past, he only struck gold once. You know what I'm saying? With the Saints. It's not like he was a multi-time champion and everything like that. You know what I mean?
No.
Uh, so I mean, there's a lot of question marks that can come with the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? As to where, for example, a team like the Chiefs, even though they might have bad seasons, you just keep believing until you know for sure that the dagger is in them.
No, you're
You just
not.
keep believing, like,
Jeff,
man, I
no, you're
know they're
not.
gonna end up turning it up. I know they're gonna end up getting it together because they've done it before. You know what I mean? We've seen it before. That's the only thing. That's it with the Broncos. It's just until we see it, we how do we know they're not gonna go out here? They're looking good, and then first round they're gonna go out here and play. Let's say if they play Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, how do we know they won't go out here and lose first round? You know what I'm saying? And then we like, see,
Mm-hmm.
We told you they're not ready. They're not, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's it. It's just until we see it, we just have to. That's all. But it's no disrespect. I think the Broncos are good. You know what I'm saying? Reigning defensive player of the year. Pat Surtain is on the team, so they doing their thing, man. They doing their thing. Respect to him.
Yeah. He had a nasty interception last week too versus my Packers. I didn't
That
like that.
diving one, he did. He
Yeah,
did,
that was
man.
nasty. Didn't
He's
like
fast.
that, bro. All right, we both on the Broncos. I threw them on the ticket, man. All right, we got the. Well, we can be quick. We got the 5-9 Atlanta Falcons versus the 3-11 Arizona Cardinals. Protect the nest, as Ryan liked to say.
Man,
Cardinals at home. The Falcons are 3-point favorites. Both teams trash. Both teams going nowhere. We got Kirk Cousins going up against Jacoby Brissett. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the vet, man. I'm gonna go Kirk Cousins. Jacoby Brissett for his standards have been playing solid ball. Um, but at the end of the day, the Cardinals stink. They don't have much of an offense or defense. They're both of these teams are kind of looking for their rebuild. Their you know what I'm saying their identities to see where they're gonna go in terms of these rebuilds. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
Hmm.
the veteran is the veteran. They do have at least 5 wins, a couple more wins than the Cardinals do. They are a better. I mean, both of these teams, like I said, they stink. But the Falcons are a better road team than the Cardinals are a home team. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I believe Bijan Robinson probably gets into the end zone. Kirk Cousins probably at least throws for one touchdown, at least one, and that's about it. That's I would take the 48 points is crazy to
I
me.
got the under all day.
That's crazy. 48 and a half at that, you know what I mean? That's insane. That's diabolical to me. So I'm
I
definitely
got
taking
the
the
under
under
all day.
100%. 100%. And so yeah, man. Yeah, I roll with the Falcons here. Something low scoring, man. I would say something on the lines of 17-14, maybe on the walk-off field goal. 17-10,
Hmm.
somewhere in lines like that.
Yep, shit. I'm going to 24-17. I get a Cardinal 17 points. That still hit the under.
Yeah.
24-17 Falcons. I got the under in the game though on my ticket.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Like I said, we're gonna be quick. So
Yeah.
update the live bet. The Bills versus the Browns. I teased it up to 43.5 and I took the over. The Chargers versus the Cowboys. I got the Chargers minus 2.5. I got the Chiefs money line at the Titans.
Mhm.
I teased the Bengals up to 6.5 point favorites versus the Dolphins. I got the under 40.5 points with the Jaguars and the Broncos.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I got the under 40.5 points for the Jets and the Saints. So under
Mm.
40.5 points for the Jets and the Saints. Broncos money line versus the Jaguars. And I got under 48.5 points for the Falcons at the Cardinals. That's
Okay.
where we're at. I'm gonna keep it going though. Right now we at plus 9,468. That ticket is insane. This ticket is insane. This is a
Yeah.
lottery ticket. All right, we got the Steelers on the road versus the Detroit Lions. Both teams 8-6. The Lions are 7 point favorites, or you can get the Steelers plus 275 on the money line.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, no TJ Watt. That's probably like the biggest name that's out this game. So outside of that, who do you got?
Pittsburgh. Um,
Money line
money line, 100%.
plus 225,
Yes, sir.
275 plus 275.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's not forget.
Ooh.
First of all, let's not forget who's driving this thing, who's behind the wheel of the car. Not only is he a 4-time MVP, not only is he one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play this game, but he's dominated for the better part of his career of the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? And so
Hmm.
I get it that Detroit Lions are, they're the from what we've known of past years, the Detroit Lions have been, one of the top heavy hitters in the conference and in the league itself. You know what I mean? But this year the Lions have not been, you know, that team. You know what I mean? Um, they they're turnover prone. You know what I mean? They kind of look like. Don't get me wrong. They've battled some injuries in certain ways, but There's some about the Lions. I think losing the offensive coordinator that once was, which is the head coach now, Ben Johnson, at Chicago Bears. I think losing him really, kind of, I'm not gonna say set them back, but it definitely kind of, put a hinder in what they had going. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not to interject the Eagles in here, but as someone who constantly switches off with an offensive coordinator, I know what that can be like. You know what I'm saying? When you got to change shit up. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I like their coach. I like their head coach. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a good rough rider, good dog. But that offensive coordinator that Ben Johnson was a big deal, and the Lions have not looked as the way they were, as to where the Pittsburgh Steelers have been rolling. You know what I'm saying? I think they've won. What they won their last two or three games, I believe it is.
Yeah, they're on
Um,
a 2-game win streak.
yeah, man. So and look good while doing it. Put up a solid amount of points. 28 points against Miami, 27 against Baltimore. Like they've been solid. So yeah, man. I got them going on the road here, getting the dub, man, in Detroit.
Yeah, man, this is a tough game to pick right here, man. But I'm looking at the over unders at 52.5. Detroit then went over in the last 4 games. The
Yeah,
only game they didn't go over was at Philly, 16-9. Everybody goes under at Philly though.
for sure.
So I'm like, I want to take the over 53 points, bad, but Pittsburgh has only hit the over once out of their last 5 games. So like something is telling me I'm just gonna go with
53 is a
Pittsburgh
lot,
plus 7.
man.
I'm just gonna
53
roll
is
with Pittsburgh plus 7 because 7 is a lot of points. They could lose by a touchdown and I can still cover. I'm
yeah,
gonna actually tease it up to 7.5 just in case they lose by a touchdown. I'll still win.
right.
So Pittsburgh plus 7.5 is where I'm rolling. I'm taking the Lions to win though. The Lions ain't lost 2 games in a row. They haven't lost 2 games in a row. Let me double check that. Yeah, they haven't lost 2 games in a row all year. They just lost to the Rams. They scored 34 to the Rams and lost. They scored 44 to the Cowboys and won. They scored 31 to the Packers and lost. They scored 34 on the Giants and won. They going over 30 points is what it looks like. But I think that Pittsburgh can also, who's also been winning, I think they can keep it close at the very least. I don't think Jared Goff is 7.5 points better than Aaron Rodgers. Put it like
TJ
that.
Watt not being there is, I mean, I can't be naive. TJ Watt not being there is a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
the Steelers defense is not good at all. And now you taking away your best player, you know what I mean, on the defense. And so,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy because they're the most expensive defense in the NFL, which is wild. But terrible defense, and then like I said, taking away your best player. So that's not gonna do you any good. But like I said, at the end of the day, they've been rolling for the most part for the better part of the last couple of weeks. Goatman Rogers have looked really solid. Him and DK Metcalf have seemed to found their niche. You know what I mean? They've been with DK finding the end zone the last couple games. And man, and like I said, Goatman he's not walking into unfamiliar territory. He's walked this line of fire, as you know, plenty
All
of
right,
times.
we got owners. He got stake in the Detroit Lions
You
franchise.
feel me? So he's good, man. He going in there. He going in there. I remember that game. Remember that game a couple years ago. I believe it was like maybe it might have been his last year with you guys or second to last year when they had beat the Chicago Bears. You guys were in Chicago, and he was yelling at the crowd. He said, "I still own you. I still
Mm,
own you." Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah,
I can see that happening today, man. I can see Aaron Rodgers going out there balling out, looking in the crowd, telling them, "I still own you." You know what I'm saying? I'm still on you, man.
absolutely,
Yeah, man. Goatman Rogers, man.
absolutely, man. I can
So
easily see that happening.
for sure. So yeah, man. I'm rolling with the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. And they need to win this game because if they don't, the Baltimore Ravens is definitely going. I'm sure they're gonna be score watching because that division is still in arm's reach for the Patriots. I mean for the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they
They
definitely
need
need
to
to go out
keep
there
the
and play
distance.
for
That's
sure.
why I like the plus 7 because they definitely don't need to get killed. Like if y'all gonna lose, y'all bet not go out here and lose by 20.
Right.
You know
No,
what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? They'll
Make
make
it
it
respectful.
honorable, and I
Yeah.
think they will.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But I got them winning, man. I got them getting the dub.
All right, for sure. Raiders, we can be quick. Raiders 2-12 versus the Texans 9-5. We both got the Texans winning, but the
Yeah.
Texans are 14.5 point favorites.
Yeah, I can see it. Raiders are trying to get the number one pick. You know what I mean? They in line for that. Um, and yeah, like you said, keep it brief. But yeah, Texans. I can see them getting their 14 points at home. You know what I mean?
14
Probably
and a half. They got to win
I can
by
see it.
14 and a half. That half
I,
point is serious, man.
man, Kenny Pickett gonna go out there and because if I'm not mistaken, I believe is Gino playing? Because he didn't play last week against
No,
Philly. Is he play?
no,
Is
it's
out?
Kenny. Yeah, no, he's
Yeah,
done.
yeah. I can see
Gino
Kenny
might have
Pickett.
started. He might have played his last down.
Exactly. Like Kenny Pickett can go out there if probably turn it over at least twice. You know, for sure once, but at least twice. And yeah, man, Texans. I can see them winning and getting the spread, covering the spread, 100%.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. I misspoke. Geno Smith has been confirmed. Yesterday. He will be starting today.
Oh,
Geno Smith will be starting today against Houston's elite defense. But Geno Smith ain't special. I mean, he got what's this? 3, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 picks on the season?
yeah,
Like, who the
facts.
fuck throws
Facts.
14 picks anymore?
Right.
Like, yeah, that's insane. So he ain't that much better. I'll judge the Texans. All right, they 14 and a half point favorites. It's just that they last 5 games, they did beat the Cardinals by 20, but they beat the Chiefs by 10. They beat the Colts by 4. They beat the Bills by 4. They beat the Titans by 3.
Yeah, they've been
Like,
rolling. They've been rolling.
but the games be close, is what
Facts.
I'm saying.
No, fact.
So 14 and a half is just a lot of points.
It is.
That's a lot of points. Yeah, I got the Texans winning, but like I said, I'm gonna be quick. But if I had, I'm not betting this or putting this on my ticket at all. But if I was, I would take the Raiders plus 14 and a half.
You got every right to say so because now that I'm sitting here because I just put up their schedule, the Texans, they damn near ain't got no wins by no 14 point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like, who the fuck have
so
they beat by 4? The Raiders, for as far as they are, they're in the same NFL as these
right.
other teams. All right, they
No,
got
that's
two
facts.
wins on the year.
They got pride too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
they got pride too. And yeah, if Kenny Pickett was starting, maybe. But Gino is trash too, but at least he is their
you
quarterback,
gonna
like
go
the
out there
one
and
that was
fight.
there
Yeah,
in training camp. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
He should put together a decent game. If he had a decent game and they lost by 10, yeah, they still got their ass kicked, but it would be more understandable.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. I like the Texans, like you said, plus 14. Now, would you say plus 7? You
The
had it?
Raiders plus 14 and a half. If I was betting it, I would tease that shit up to 17 and a half. Shit, let me take blow them. Y'all gonna
Yeah.
give me 14 and a half points? I might as well take an extra 3 points.
No, yeah, I like that. I'm with you there.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Another game that we can actually talk about. The Patriots 11-3 versus the Ravens 7-7. Ravens at home. The Ravens are 3 point favorites in this game. Or you
Hmm.
can get the Patriots plus 150 on the money line. The over under is at 48 and a half. How are the Ravens 3 point favorites in this game? Why are the Ravens 3 point favorites in this game? When are the Ravens 3 point favorites in this game? We know where. It's in Baltimore. So,
Right, right.
but man,
This is
I got
interesting.
I. Whew,
Very interesting.
I want to take. I want to take the Ravens, man, at home.
Yeah,
I want to. I'm gonna take the Ravens at home. 7-7 Ravens to beat the 11-3 Patriots.
right.
They just had that. They had that collapse versus the Bills last week. Sometimes when teams collapse, they just spiral out.
For
And the
sure.
Patriots is not a stable enough team to say that they can't just go into Baltimore and lose this game too. They just lost to a great quarterback. If Lamar puts on his cape, he could do the same shit.
Right.
So I'm gonna take the Lamar and the Ravens to win by -3. I like the spread. Perfect.
Yeah, I would say for me, I would say I like man, this is tough. I like the Baltimore Ravens here to win. You're playing with big time desperation. New England is 6-0 on the road though, which is like that's big time. You know what I mean? That matters. That's tough.
They
6 and
gotta
0.
lose eventually,
They do got to lose, but man, that is tough, man.
or they don't have to. But
You're right. Yeah, they don't have to. No, in fact. Um, I believe. Listen, here's the thing too. Whether it matters or not, I don't want to say it like this, but I believe that the Steelers game will have a will light a fire or it won't against the Baltimore Ravens. Okay. If they lose that game, I believe that the Ravens would play. if the Steelers, that is, lose that game, I believe the
Uh-huh.
Ravens would see that and play with a bit more desperation. You know what I'm saying? Because that division is up for grabs like that. You know what I mean? How is the wherever the if they win, it's kind of like shit. You know what I mean? We kind of can't go up or down in terms of movement in the conference or the division. Maybe they mail it in, play it safe. I believe they at least are gonna get into the wild card for sure. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah.
depending on what happens in that game, is like, man, you may, you know, I don't know. I think they would watch that. I think all eyes will be on that Steeler game for me. But New England, they trying to stay away from the Bills as well, so they're playing with desperation as well. So, um, but I just believe the Ravens get it done, man. I do. Lamar Jackson does not look like the Lamar Jackson of the MVP Lamar Jackson we know. He's not looked all that well, but he's looked okay. But Drake May has looked like an MVP this year. Has balled out. You know what I mean? Probably front runner for MVP if we keep it real. He's probably front runner. But
Yeah, yeah, it feels like Drake May right now.
yeah, because
It feels
Jonathan
like
Taylor
that collapse last week didn't help.
it didn't. No, I agree. That's big
That
fact.
shit didn't help.
I mean, if
What's
it's not
crazy is the
him,
Broncos. My bad. The Broncos don't
we
got
good.
like is they don't got an MVP candidate, huh? Bo Nix, yeah, Bo Nix numbers ain't it. 23 touchdowns, 9 picks. That
Nah,
ain't good enough
nah, they doing it by committee. Tyler, he balling out as a
by
team. It's
committee.
like, yeah. Jonathan Taylor, what he was doing at the beginning and beginning and middle of the year, kind of stalled out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I'm sure Daniel Jones' injury, that didn't help because now you can stack the box and slow John. John, it's all him or nothing. You know what I mean? So I know that doesn't help, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I get that. I would say front runner has to be Drake May right now. I
I
mean,
think it's Drake May right now, clearly. If
yeah.
he go out here and lose today though, that might be dead. That might dead it a little. But at the same time, this is a hell of a race for MVP. This is a hell of a race for MVP, man. It's because you can't really. There is no Mahomes in there. There ain't no Josh Allen
And I'm saying, so who else is in the? Who else is in that race?
in the MVP race.
Yeah, I mean, is
I'll
it?
tell you right now, my friend. Right now, and we did forget about him. Disrespect. Matt Stafford is number one.
Oh, I'm bugging.
Yeah,
I'm bugging.
Matt Stafford is number one. All right,
Facts.
that's
Matt
probably
Stafford
who's going to
definitely
win
number
it.
one.
Drake
I
May is
agree.
number two. It's going to be
Mhm.
one of them two because Josh Allen is sitting at three,
Yeah.
and Michael Jordan Love is sitting at four, and he just had a concussion last night.
What?
Look, he said, "How? How? What you mean? How? What you mean? What?"
Hey, I digress, brother. You got it. you got it, man. I digress, man. Hey, remember
Hey,
that? I know you
3,300
seen that
yards,
clip. I
23
real
touchdowns, 6 interceptions. All right.
look real quick. I know you seen that clip. Remember when Wayne, they was talking to Lil Wayne, and they was still listing off the list of like the top rappers that made some magazine or something, and they said Gucci Mane was like number three. He said Gucci number three. It was like Gucci. He said, shout out my nigga Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So like Jordan Love number four, like shout out Jordan Love. Okay, then. All right. Shout out Jordan Love. All right.
Oh man, get that hate out your heart, Tim. I hear it. I hear it. Like
Man,
how? My niggas, how?
what?
What you
Okay,
mean? We was balling until last night, all right?
for sure, for sure.
All right, man. The last game we're gonna do before we get into these picks, we're gonna do the Monday night game real quick. We got the Niners 10-4 versus the Colts 8-6. The Colts are at home. The Niners are 5.5 point favorites, or you can get the Colts plus 205 on the money line. The over under is at 46.5. I know this
Yeah,
game is tomorrow, but I just wanted to get all the games in because we missed 3 games or 2 games from yesterday, so might as well get them in.
right.
Who you got winning this game, man? Colts or the Niners?
Man, although the Colts started their season really good, man, they're cooked, man. It's I I'm sure they're gonna make the wild card. Um,
I'm not even sure no more, man, because they could lose out.
can it, man? That
Well,
sucks
Philip
for
Rivers
them.
at quarterback. I mean, he looked all right last week, but they
Yeah,
still lost because he couldn't do that much. If he would have been able
no,
to do more,
facts.
they was winning the game. He just
You're
couldn't
absolutely
get that
right. Man,
double-digit lead.
I'm sitting here looking at it, man. Both Houston and Jacksonville was past them up.
They could
Um,
lose out.
Damn, man, it sucks for them because I bet you Colts fans was the way they started their season out, man. They was top dogs, you know what I mean? Like they was balling. And then, between his injury and just that shit stalled out quick when that shit happened. Damn. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now. If the playoffs ended today, they wouldn't even be in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
Like 8-6 ain't what it used to be when it was only a 17 game season.
Right. Oh yeah.
18 game season, 8-6 ain't shit no more.
No, facts. Facts. Damn, the Ravens wouldn't even make it. Oh yeah, they Ravens better win that game. But yeah, back to this game, man. Yeah, Colts ain't got no life left, man. Your dad's bang bang Niner gang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh my goodness, man. And the Niners out of nowhere is 10-4. Like, where have they been
Man,
at?
they done quietly floating under the radar, man. They done went through the
Why I can't?
whole Daniel, not Dan, but Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, flying under the radar. You know what I'm saying? And you would
Roll
think too,
Tide.
you would, you would
Mac
think
Jones
too,
was
because
balling.
uh, with the whole Brandon Ayuk situation, and they had injuries with them losing Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. You know what I'm saying? Like you would think the 49ers would mail it in. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Shit,
nah,
you
they
would
out there.
hope. You would hope.
They out there playing ball, man. They out there playing ball. I remember last week, before these week's games, that if the playoffs had started today, it would be the Eagles, the 49ers would be in at Philly. You know what I'm saying? So that's a potential matchup. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, they've been balling, man. They've been doing, shout out to them. They've been doing their thing. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with 49ers to put the dagger in the Colts' heart. You know what I mean? Get it over with. They probably eliminated after this week, so it's over with, man.
Yeah, my dad don't really like Kyle Shanahan, but to me, Kyle Shanahan is that's the Niners. That's the reason that they relevant. Shoot, if he wasn't coaching them, if they had some whoever, I don't know, that give him who is it, Robert Saleh? Imagine if Robert
Yeah.
Saleh was the head coach of the 49ers. Remember, he was coaching the Jets, disaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, just you couldn't just throw anybody in there to coach this.
I
Kyle
do with
Shanahan
you.
got great scheme.
Yeah.
He's the real quarterback whisperer. If you want me to be honest with you, fuck Sean
Mhm.
Payton, and I don't know why Sean Payton get all this credit. Kyle Shanahan is the quarterback whisperer, running back whisperer. Like that's what he do. He'll get any running back in there, and they'll go run for 120, 3 touchdowns. He just so happens to have Christian McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
know why the Panthers would ever do some dumb shit like that.
for
But
sure.
yeah, he just so happens to get Christian McCaffrey. Before they had Christian McCaffrey, though, he was doing it with whoever he had. And I forgot all those different quarterbacks that was coming in there, but shout out to Kyle Shanahan because I hate the Niners, but I like their coach.
Yeah.
I like
No,
their coach.
Kyle
But like my
Shanahan,
dad just
he do
like he
bother
just
me.
said, they need a second half coach. Kyle Shanahan known for blowing the lead.
Exactly. Exactly.
In the biggest games though. He get to the biggest games to blow the lead. And like he ain't blown these during the regular season.
Man, the way how sometimes how we talk about like people like sometimes Mike Tomlin or like how we just said about Sean Payton, um them quarterbacks who kind of just ride off of a one win or whatever, you know what I'm saying, right off that wave, you know what I mean? Shanahan ain't even got that. You know what I'm saying?
And I think he's a better coach than Sean Payton.
I
I think
mean,
he's a better coach than Sean Payton. Sean Payton had his whole career with Drew Brees. We'll see what he does now that he got Bo Nix and the Broncos. But up to this point, I think Sean Payton. I think Kyle Shanahan has done more than Sean Payton. He went to the Super Bowl one time with Drew Brees over Drew Brees' whole Hall of Fame career,
yeah.
and they missed the playoffs years in a row, going 7-9 with Drew Brees.
No, I'm with
So
I'm with you on the over Sean Payton. Yeah,
okay,
I'm
okay,
I'm,
okay.
I'm with you, but I think there's a lot of coaches that has from the time that Shanahan has went to the 49ers. I think
Hmm.
I think you can make a case. There was already coaches that was above, well, at least a couple that was above him, and I think you now have coaches that has surpassed him. Like I'm not. Who you taking?
Shit,
And
my boy in the chat. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
exactly. I was just yeah. I was just
Yeah,
about to
my
say,
boy in
who
the
you take?
chat, my boy Calente talking about go Rams. I'm taking Sean McVay,
Exactly. Who you taking?
but Sean McVay is a great coach too, though.
Shanahan or Sirianni?
Ooh, I'm gonna probably go Sirianni because he's one and he's been the two,
Hmm.
but that's close. It's close.
It's close.
It's close because Shanahan been the two. He was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I know that's not a head coach, but he was literally the offense. Like there's
No,
no
facts.
debate
Yeah,
about that. He was the
that's fair.
offense. All right. So he's the one that's known for him and Matt Ryan blew that Super Bowl up 28-3.
Right.
Like
No,
you should have been
facts.
calling runs, and Matt Ryan should have been checking out of the damn passes to runs. So
Hell,
it's
he
on both
did.
of y'all. So he had a chance to win one, but I'm gonna give it to Sirianni out of respect. He been the two. He won one. They're just like the Niners. The Eagles and the Niners to me are like mirror images of each other as far as the organization. Just get John Lynch gets it done out there for the 49ers. Plug and play.
Are you taking him over?
I can't name nobody on their defense. They plug and play.
You taking him over LaFleur?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He didn't kick LaFleur's ass all these. He owned LaFleur. The hell yeah, I'm taking him over LaFleur. If Kyle Shanahan was our coach, Aaron Rodgers would have a Super Bowl.
Mm,
Another Super Bowl. If Kyle Shanahan was our coach or our offensive coordinator at a point in time,
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers would have another Super Bowl. Because we would have had a run game.
Okay.
We would have had a run game. We don't got no 1,000-yard backs. I mean, we've had Aaron Jones was a dog. Don't get me wrong. Aaron Jones was a dog.
Yeah.
A dog. But he couldn't get us over the hump. He ain't no Christian McCaffrey. He ain't no Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? He's neither one of those guys.
I ain't
So
gonna lie, I
it
do
was
look
more,
at Shanahan.
and I
He
think
got
it was more Aaron Rodgers that made Aaron Jones because
yeah.
you can't stack the box versus Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna kill
Facts.
you. So yeah, if you competent running back, you can run the ball. But we needed a great running back or a great run game, man.
Man, I do look at Shanahan as like a Doc Rivers type dude. Like, man, he overrated as hell to me, man.
No, Sean Payton is a Doc Rivers type of dude. One ring,
Yeah, no, that's the perfect example. I'm with you. I'm
one
with you there.
ring, never been back.
I'm with you there.
Well, Doc did go back, but we lost to the Lakers. But
Yeah,
I
no, I'm
digress.
with you.
Just one ring, ain't did shit up. But
Mike
again,
Tomlin
he's
is
still
reaching that category. Mike Tomlin, he reaching that
Mike
level.
Tomlin is in that. He's in that Doc Rivers type category too. But with the Doc Rivers shit too, though, you gotta remember he's blown 3-1 leads. So that's
Mm,
more that's where Kyle Shanahan come in. That's like all them losses he done took, losing,
yeah,
blowing those Super Bowl leads.
that's a
That's
good
like
point.
blowing 3-1 leads. That's Doc S.
That's facts. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. So I guess to answer the question, yeah, I got the 49ers winning the game.
Okay. Yeah, same here, man. Same here.
I'm taking the 49ers with the 5.5 points. I
Yeah,
don't think
so
Philip Rivers is going to keep the game reasonable. I got
is
Brock
he
Purdy in them.
starting again? I seen that they was talking to some they
Let's
was
find
trying to
out. Now, I
pull.
hope they didn't get Philip Rivers off the fucking couch to bring him in to start one game. You know what I'm saying? Or to be a backup. I can't buy into that.
I seen that they had opened up that window, 21-day window. I think it was for Richardson or something, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah, they did. They did.
yeah. So I don't know, because
Yep. Shane Steichen said Rivers will draw another start Monday night versus the Niners. He'll be playing. He'll be playing. 44 years old.
that boy got 15 kids. Boy, he need all the money he can get.
Oh, real quick. How you feel about that Cam Newton situation? You think Cam Newton is just jealous of Philip Rivers because Philip Rivers getting to play and he can't? Because I will say this. I do think it's absurd that they went and got Philip Rivers out of the high school football coaching
I
to come
agree.
play.
I
He's
agree.
44 years old. I'm not saying it had to be Cam Newton, but Cam Newton clearly looks like he's in better shape than Philip Rivers. He's actually outspoken about how much better shape he's in, whereas Philip Rivers was literally didn't want to say his weight, didn't even know his weight when he was doing his interview. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
I
it's like,
agree.
dang, I feel him. I don't like putting everything black and white, but I do feel him when he said black quarterbacks don't get the same advantages as white quarterbacks. You got a 44-year-old Philip Rivers. Colin Kaepernick got blackballed out the league in his 20s
Right.
or early. He couldn't have been older than 30, 31. He got blackballed out the league. Cam Newton is 8 years younger than Philip Rivers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A former MVP. I'm not saying I remember how Cam Newton looked for the Patriots. I'm not saying he's going to be the Cam Newton that he was for the Panthers or nothing like that. But I'm
Right.
saying he's nowhere near as far removed from football as Philip Rivers is.
Mhm.
I just think that I just want to know what your opinion is on that.
So as far as Cam go, let me start with him. As far as Cam Newton goes, I could understand his stance on it, because like you said, he's way less removed from Philip Rivers. You know what I mean? And I believe Cam would at least look a little better than what Phillip Rivers does, right?
Hmm.
However, that's just a perspective thing because if I'm somebody on, like, let's say a practice team that can be claimed off waivers or some shit like that, I'm looking at it like, Cam, you been gone for the league for as long as you've been gone, and when you were here your last few years, you ain't look good either. Why can't I get a shot as a young guy? You know what I'm saying? So it's like a perspective thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I could understand where Cam coming from in terms of Phillip Rivers. Like, yeah, but somebody could be looking at Cam like, man, you shouldn't have got no call either. Forget what you talking
No,
about too.
thanks. It's a
You know,
24-year-old quarterback somewhere. Like, damn it, he's 20
exactly.
years older than me.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? Or I
Yeah.
mean, now Anthony Richardson don't seem to be panning out. You know what I mean? But even him could be looking at it like, man, I'm right here. You know what I mean? You don't need to go get no 40-year-old. Just get somebody basically to hold it down until I can get right. But like I said, he ain't quite look like the guy either. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nah.
um, but
He don't
yeah,
know
I
how to.
mean,
He don't know how to run out of bounds. He don't know how to slide. He act like Jackson
exactly.
Dart.
You think he a running back? Yeah,
You
he
think he
think he,
Cam Newton?
facts. It's facts, exactly. But yeah, as far as Cam goes to Rivers, I can understand his stance to Rivers. But like I said,
Hmm.
it's a perspective thing because somebody could be looking at Cam like,
No,
man,
exactly. It's
right,
definitely perspective thing.
for sure, for sure.
Because if I'm 24 years old in an NFL quarterback and I can't get a start, but y'all gonna get this 44-year-old quarterback who
Yeah,
don't know how much he weigh, I'm gonna be like, yeah, y'all tripping.
and I'm sure Cam probably stay in the gym. I'm sure he's probably in shape. He might not be in game shape, but I'm sure he's in shape. You know what I'm saying? But but nah, man, forget what Cam talking about, man. So stay. You good? Stay where you at.
They keep podcasting, huh?
Yeah, man, you good.
All right, man. That's it for the game rundown. Let's get into these tickets. The reason why everybody is here. All right, Money
Yes,
Making
sir.
Sunday. Let's go. I got a Hail Mary for y'all that I did for the live show, but I'm gonna save that. The first one we gonna do is the double up. This is the money ticket right here. All right. I put some time and effort into this ticket. I did the research so you don't have to.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Plus 104. I got Jake Ferguson, tight end for the Cowboys, getting 3 catches. If he plays, he gets 3 catches. He rolls out of bed and gets 3 catches. All right. 3 catches for Jake Ferguson. The Cowboys don't got nothing to play for, and we talked about this earlier, but like we talked about this earlier, I think the Cowboys are gonna just come out and play free football. Like they're just gonna play carefree football. They have nothing to play for. They don't got no pressure. Jake Ferguson, his last 5 games, he had 4 targets, 2 catches. So last game he only had 2 catches, but he had 4 targets.
Yeah.
So you might be saying like, oh, but you taking him for 3. Okay, the games before that, 7 targets, 5 catches, 6 targets, 5 catches, 6 targets, 5 catches, 5 targets, 4 catches, 7 targets, 5 catches. We're taking him for 3 catches. You get my
Mm-hmm.
drift?
Oh yeah.
All right, 3 catches for Jake Ferguson. Jawan, what's his name? Jawan
Johnson.
Johnson? Yeah,
Johnson. Yeah.
Jawan Johnson for the Saints. You remember him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I take him damn near every week. I got him for 3 catches. All right. Same thing. He's the tight end for the Saints. Get you to his rundown. His last few games: 4 targets, 4 catches. 4 targets, 4 catches. 9 targets, 5 catches. 7 targets, 6 catches. 4 targets, 4 catches. 4 targets, 3 catches. 8 targets, 5 catches. So you get my point. We got him for 3 catches.
I like that. That's smart. I like
You,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yes, sir. I hope if you're listening, pay attention. You might learn something.
Yeah.
This last one is self-explanatory. The Bills at the Browns. I got Josh Allen for 15 rushing yards. I'm not even going to look up his rushing yards. We know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen, 15 rushing yards. I got Dalton Kincaid, the tight end, for 2 catches. So this is a super tight end ticket. All tight ends for catches, 3 catches, 3 catches, and then Dalton Kincaid for 2 catches. Dalton Kincaid has been banged up a little bit this year, but
Yeah.
his last 4 games that he's played, 4 targets, 3 catches, 5 targets, 4 catches,
I'm about to say
three
that's one of his
targets,
favorite targets.
yeah, 3 targets, 2 catches, 6 targets,
Yeah.
6 catches. We just need 2 catches. You feel me?
Yeah. For
Fuck the
sure.
yards, fuck all that other stuff. 2 catches. So that's the ticket right there, man. That's one of the easiest double ups I've had in the past couple weeks, honestly. 3 catches for Jake Ferguson, 3 catches for Jawan Johnson, 2 catches for Dalton Kincaid, 15 rushing yards for Josh Allen. He can get that
Awesome.
on one play. All right, that's the double up ticket. That's the money ticket. That's the guarantee. This is the one if you betting $100 on something, you're gonna bet $200 on something. Bet it on this right here. All right, this is the easiest one.
Yes, sir.
Now I got the lottery ticket. Okay, this is the Hail Mary ticket. Pass the Hail Mary. This ticket is plus 16,513. 8 legs. Yeah, this is the live bet we did. Well, I did while we were on the show. So I got the Buffalo Bills and the Browns. I got the over 43 and a half. I teased it up from 40 to 43 and a half. Took the over. I got the Chargers minus 2.5 at the Cowboys. I got the Chiefs money line versus the Titans. I know Mahomes is out, but Andy Reid is still the head coach. All right. I got the Bengals minus 6.5 points at the Dolphins. The Bengals got the offense. They're going to be playing in beautiful weather. The Dolphins benched their quarterback. He was trash anyway. The backup is nothing special. I got the under 40.5 points in the Jets versus the Saints game. Both these teams are a dumpster fire. I got the Broncos money line at home versus the Jags. I got the under 48.5 points with the Falcons versus the Cardinals. Both of these teams are a dumpster fire. And then I got the Steelers plus 7.5 points at the Lions, man. On the road at the Lions, 7.5. Just keep it close for me. That's $5 for $830. 8 legs. Five for 830. I would hate to be a part of this by myself, and especially when I'm putting this out there to the public. I would hate to win that $830 by myself today. It's a long shot, so I'm not acting like it's guaranteed. It's nowhere near like the first ticket. Matter of fact, like I said, that's the Hail Mary. If you like that Hail Mary, you can rewind it and pause it. I will post it into the YouTube, and I will post it onto the Facebook page it'll be on there before 11 o'clock. So
Yes,
you can check the video and on the YouTube, check the video on Facebook. It will be in there. But go back to the double up again real quick, Will. You know how whenever we have a show and I go back to these double ups, they always hit.
Money.
Like the ones that I be real adamant about, they always hit. So again, the double up ticket, if you want some, it's not guaranteed because we're gambling. No bets is guaranteed. But if you want something, if you ask me, give me something that's gonna hit. Yeah, give me something. Put your life on the line. This is the one I'm putting my life on the line for. All right. Jake Ferguson, 3 catches. Jawan Johnson, 3 catches. Josh Allen, 15 rushing yards. Dalton Kincaid, 2 catches. That's butter, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's butter. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say about them tickets. I did my job.
Hey, real quick, man, your homie in the chat, he said he made a good point, really, really good point. Just want to go. I know we passed. Just want to go back to it. The reason he said he thinks that good reason why Phillip Rivers could have got that call was because over Cam Newton was because, or if you remember, Phillip Rivers was in that system before. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe they were thinking just off familiar. You know what I'm trying to say, off being familiar. That maybe they just wanted to call Phillip off that reason. You know what I'm saying? But that was a good point. That he said in the chat. That was a really good point. I didn't think of that.
No, that's a great point. Phillip Rivers was in that system. I did hear that when he came back too.
Yeah.
And that's big in the NFL. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I was just trying to see if anybody was on Cam's side.
Right.
Like, no, they like Cam.
You ain't got time to try to teach somebody a whole new system right now. If Cam ain't been in that system, I ain't got time to try and teach Cam. You know what I'm saying? And especially if we doing good and in the runnings, I ain't got time to try to hope that you can freestyle our way to a playoff spot. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what it would be. Because Cam Newton has never, as much as I like Cam, he's never been a thrower of the ball like Phillip Rivers.
Exactly. So,
he ain't never been able to throw that bitch like Phillip.
At least your thought process probably is, let me bring somebody in that knows it, and I can, I ain't got to teach them the playbook. They already know the shit. You know what I'm saying? That was a good point. Yeah. That was a good point.
Right. Phillip Rivers came back for the Hall of Fame, man. Phillip Rivers is back to try to make the Hall of Fame. For real, think if he dragged this Colts team kicking and screaming to the AFC Championship, you're gonna have to look at his career again. Like, all right, let me see. If he take them to the Super Bowl, which we don't think that's happening, I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. But if he was to go on a run, like went out and go to the Super Bowl and stuff, he's a Hall of Famer. He would be a Hall of Famer. One, he would do some shit that nobody ever did. Came back at 44 and took a team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's literally his only shot at getting in the Hall of Fame.
You ever seen
great career though?
You ever seen God rest his soul, Bernie Mac, GOAT to me in my opinion, comedian. Bernie Mac's movie Mr. 3000.
Yeah, yeah, that's my shit.
Hell yeah, when he was trying to come back for like
For them
that,
three
like
hits, he did them
yeah,
three hits.
just to try to get into the Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying, to get
Mm-hmm.
that, yeah.
That
So is
that's what
that's
Philip
what this
on.
is like, huh? Try to
That's
come
what
back
Philip
just for
on,
the
man.
last little bit of shit to get into the Hall of Fame, like.
He sat down for 3 years, heard that he wasn't getting in, and said, "Yeah, as soon as they come calling." Remember Jay Cutler? Jay Cutler wasn't gone that long though. Remember he was supposed to go to the booth for like a nice
Yeah,
little deal, and somebody called the Bears or somebody called him back up. It might
it
have
was
been
the
the Colts,
Dolphins, I think it was. What it was the Dolphins,
Dolphins.
right?
Yeah, they called him. Yep, they called him back, and he came
Yeah,
back, played that year for like 10 million, and he never went to the booth after
never went,
that.
never.
He never went.
Hell no. I
He was
remember that.
gone. He was there. He was about to be there.
That's
So
facts. I
yeah.
remember that
Yeah, he ain't
for
had no
sure.
success. These quarterbacks don't come back, man, and make shit happen. So
For
only
sure.
one I can think of that did. Didn't Kurt Warner come back for the Cardinals, or was he just? Did he
Um,
just? No, he got traded there, huh, from the
yeah,
Giants.
I think he just went from the Rams to the Cardinals. I believe.
Oh, he went from
Or
the
not
Rams
the,
to the
well,
Giants, then to the
yeah. I mean, that's what I
Cardinals.
mean. Yeah, the Giants to the. I think he just went from the Giants to the Cardinals. I think. I think.
Yeah,
Don't
it
quote me
ain't.
on that. I think
I can't think of too many quarterbacks. I know now. I know before he was with the Rams, they were saying he was bagging groceries or some shit.
it was,
Like,
bro. Like this.
but I can't think of no quarterbacks that retired though and came back and went crazy.
Um. I mean, does Brett Favre count? Like that whole
Hell
shit.
no.
That shit he was
Talking about
doing.
retiring and dragging it out and then playing is not retiring. All right. All he did was piss off a bunch of Packers fans, including me.
That's what I'm saying. Do that
That's
count?
all
I
he
mean, I don't
did.
know. I can't.
That's
I can't. It's
all he
probably some
did.
old school. She's probably an old school player that did it. But as far as
Yeah,
modern
it
day
probably
stuff,
definitely
like
probably is.
yeah, I can't
Like
think of
Randall
nobody.
Cunningham or some shit. Like before Randall Cunningham had that season with the Vikings. Remember he balled out with Randy Moss was a rookie and
Yeah,
shit. I feel like he was in limbo, but I was too young. I wasn't watching
right.
enough football to know where he was before that.
I just think
Like
those guys just played old, like Rich Gannon. You know what I'm saying? I just think they just played old. Like you know what I mean? I don't think they retired and came back like Brady.
yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
how
yeah,
I
yeah,
think they just
yeah.
played until they got old. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because Rich Gannon didn't get an MVP till he was damn near out the league.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He was old as shit with the Raiders and balling.
Mm-hmm.
And
Balling.
yeah, I just think they just played old. I don't think nobody. I'm not gonna say nobody, but I can't think of nobody that's retired and came back and balled out.
Yeah, and old ain't what it used to be. Because when we say play old, them niggas was like 35.
Right. Right.
Old is not what it used to be, bro. 35
Facts.
right now. You trying to get another contract.
No, for sure. Brady took that old shit to the whole new definition. Him and between him and
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, niggas is playing into their 40s. That was never thought of when we, you know what I mean? A
Yeah,
40-year
yeah.
old playing,
Well,
man.
playing at their peak like that in their
Right
40s.
at their peak, rather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like
facts.
now Aaron Rodgers is doing it. Chris Paul did it. It's players that's doing it, but they're not them. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like they're
right.
not
No,
them
for
in the
sure.
40s. But it's still, but they have opened the door now where lesser athletes or lesser accomplished players can still play till 40.
Put the cigarettes down and all the lick, you know what I'm saying, and take care of your body like a, like a true athlete and not like a steel mill worker. You know what I mean? Yeah, like Will just said, they was on doing hard drugs back then. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you ain't doing all that kind of crap, and take care of your body, you could actually do some things.
No, facts, man. Facts. Hey, Will, before we get out of here, throw that double up ticket on there one more time, man. I ain't playing with them, all right? I'm not playing with them. If you because I've seen a couple other people jump in and start watching.
Yes,
This is the
sir.
double up ticket, y'all. This was my bet, the main one that I want y'all to make. I made something crazy on there, 830. If you rewind the video, you can go back and look at that one. But we're not promoting lottery tickets. All right. We're promoting plus 100s. Jake Ferguson for the Cowboys, 3 catches. Jawan Johnson for the Saints, 3 catches.
Mhm.
Josh Allen, 15 rushing yards, and his tight end Dalton Kincaid, 2 catches. Book it. Put 100 on it. I'm putting something nice on it. All right. Tim, you got final words, man. This was a good show. Fire NFL episode today. Love it.
Yes, sir. And you damn right. I got some final words. I just wanted this. This will not go undermined in my book. And I'm not sure if I've mentioned it. I don't know if I've did, but the Eagles eliminated the Dallas Cowboys from the motherfucking playoff contention. It has been over 20. It has been 20 years since there has been a repeat division winner in the NFC East. It's been 20 years. The last team to do it was the Philadelphia Eagles 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And it has not been a repeat defender. It's been the Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Cowboys, Giants. Just nobody's repeated until now. Finally, your boys got it done. And like I said, not only did we whoop the Redskins the Commanders. Not only did we whoop them last night, a division opponent, but we put the dagger in a division opponent and eliminated them from playoff contention. And that will not go unnoticed or minimized in my book. It is a victory Sunday for me. I'm sitting back chilling. You know what I mean? Got green on green with a little bit of green, if you know what I mean. And so I'm getting ready to chill on back. You know what I'm saying? Have me a good day. Happy Sunday to y'all. Y'all be cool, blessed, and highly favored. Yes, Lord.
Highly favored. Hey, everybody out there watching, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for the comments. Shout out my pops. Shout out Calente. Shout out Josh in the comments. Shout out Timothy Delgado. Shout out our producer, Will. Shout out to the fans, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed one, not a stressed one. We out. Never made it.
Go Birds.